get this alternator out without taking this upper radiator hose out.
We was right out there, this whole lot, chilling in the back of the track. Niggas got packs.
Alright, this is going to be like a dual video. It's going to be an alternator install / alternator upgrade. This is a 2009 Chevy Malibu 2.4 Ecotech. Some car audio things going on up under here, so it's a little different than the normal Malibu. Under the hood, the only difference is the battery. There's no battery under the hood, it's just a dummy box. But we're going to focus on the alternator. Factory alternator, it's Vallejo, I think it's 130 amp. Basically, I'm going on and snatch this plug out. That had to be the first thing I do. Second thing I'm going to do is disconnect the power, and then we're going to get this shroud off. Of course, that's going to be taking the oil fill as well as this clamp right here off. I have to flip the computer sideways to see what I'm talking about, but there's a bolt deep down in there. I'm going to show y'all again. Don't worry, I'm not going to overlook it in my video. So, first thing I'm going to do is go it on with the 8mm socket, crack these bolts. That's one. It's going to come off easy as you saw. The other one is deep in there. I'm going to have to go and grab an extension. Alright, for that bolt that I was talking about. This is kind of a good guide right here. This little pinch right here, a lot of times engineers, they do things like this to help us out. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you another little trick here. I got plenty of tricks for y'all. I don't want to give too many away because then some of my ASC friends might be a little mad. Right there, you see in the housing right here, you can peek through there. I don't know if you can see the shiny. It's not going to be shiny in a minute. Shiny. That's me putting the socket on the actual clamp. So we're going to go on and take it off. Use my zip out. Why not? Just to loosen it up. Finger thread it off. Cap. Got one hose clamp here. Let's see if I can get it. If I can get this hose clamp, y'all, I need a girlfriend in my life. I need a girlfriend in my life. I pulled that hose clamp off with my fingers. That's terrible. I'm too strong. That's a joke. Well, anyway, gently wiggle up and out. There it is. I'm just making sure there's nothing else. I always pull it away slow. What I like to do is sit those underneath the car or on the workbench or whatever. Cover your throttle. Of course, good practice is to put your oil cap back on as well. This little AC line right here, I just pulled this tab up. I got my belt tension tool on there. If you don't have one, you can use a socket, just a regular 3/8 drive, or you can rent one of them tools or buy one from your local parts store. What am I trying to say? And of course, my bar is too long. Let me go on and readjust it and make this happen so that you guys can see this. Alright, so now the belt is off. 1, 2, and there's one more bolt right here where my middle finger is pointing. I'm not saying screw y'all. I'll take it to my index. That bolt right there, this one, and this one. I already took it off. Yeah, kind of got me. Plastic right here. Be careful of it. It's a little sharp, but I didn't care because I was trying to get my wrench on that that thing. I didn't even feel it as I was working. So, and I'll clean it and take care of it later. For all you medical professionals out there that's working on cars, saying, you know, I should go and clean my cut. I definitely will because I don't want my hand to fall off. So we're gonna make that happen. Alright, so right now I'm just kind of holding everything together. Make sure you disconnect your negative battery cable. I disconnected my kill switch in the back, so there is no power coming up here. I tried to wiggle this out, try to get it off a little better, but just to let you guys know, gear wrenches can be your friend with this job. Let's go on and put a socket on this bottom bolt, loosen it up a little bit more. It's not quite loose enough for me to take it off with my fingers yet. The bottom bolt and top bolt are both the same size. but I still keep them separate. I don't know, it's just the force of habit. I take this plug and just kind of tuck it out the way. Just out the way. I don't want it, you know, nowhere near my area I'm working with. And then what we're going to do is kind of slide it out. Once I get it out, alright, I'm going to clock it and just kind of turn it down so that I can access this bolt right here. And I believe it's a 12, might be a 13, but I think it's a 12. We'll find out right now together. Sorry about the handshakes. Yep, it's a 13, y'all. So I'm going to crack that free. Alright. Pull the bolt off. That's my 13 for the alt. Alright. Take the link, tuck it over here. Or your alternator charge cable, I should say. It's time to get this thing out. Ideally, I don't want to come out this way. AC line. Perfect world, taking this out would be nice and easy. But who wants to drain the coolant? Who wants to fill the coolant back up? Who wants to bleed the system? Making sure you got all the air out. That's just too much time and efforts. So here's my trick. Take the alt, tip it back. Tip this hose and kind of just bend it over. All facing downward. You got your one bracket right here that you just slid up. Alright. Still holding it. Boom. And I'm out. I didn't hurt the hose any. I didn't hurt any of the fittings, connections. Hold out. And then to put the new one back in, reverse process. Alright, and we're at that point where it's time to unbox the new alt. And shout out to Jonathan Patrick at CES for hooking it up for me. We got a CES 320 PCM controlled PCMV and warranty information. So this is it. Got a nice little underdrive pulley on it. It's a 320 amp alt. Where's my screw? I gotta find it. I just had it. Well, anyway. And then this is the old one. I mean, it still works. It's 130 amp. I don't know what the hot current is on it, but we all know that that is a nice upgrade. Can't wait to install it and see the difference. Alright, I'm sure this portion of the video somebody might be like, I might have to dislike this because I forgot to show the install process. Alright, you got a bolt way down at the bottom. Let's see if I can point it out for you here. Google got your finger. The bolt I'm touching right there, that's the bottom bolt. Upper bolt, and then your threaded rod that comes out of the bracket. You want to do the same thing, putting it back in the same exact way. If you got to, pause the video and just take a picture of that, and you know, it's just like a weird motion. But anyway, once you get it back down there, you're gonna clock it downward so that you can screw your mounting bolt back on. Now this alternator is a lot different than the stock. You see two lines coming off of it. I still got the factory charge cable connected. I had to extend it. Factory charge cable, your positive and the negative. And of course over here, positive, negative. I was gonna do some more, you know, of the big three. I just got the big two because that's really all I need. Positive and negative from my alternator going to my batteries in the rear. Why do I need to upgrade the factory electrical for? I mean, the engineers at Chevy did a great job. Well, a decent job, I should say. In the future, I'm probably going to do the same thing with this alt that I did with my Singer alt. And that is actually cut this line and install a fuse in it. The alternator is 320 amps. I can put a 300 amp fuse in there and protect my alt from putting out too much amperage for a given amount of time, that's how they burn up. You know, when your voltage is below like 12.9 or 13 and you're charging a big huge bank of batteries or a bank of lithium, heck, you could definitely burn an alternator up doing that. So that's pretty much all it is to installing an alt on a 2009 Chevy Malibu. So here we go.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even